What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my NASCAR DFS cheat sheet for the Toyota 500. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another NASCAR video. We have NASCAR on a Wednesday. Really looking forward to it. Got to capitalize off of the amazing week on Sunday. Before we start the video, if you guys can leave a like, also subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd really appreciate that. Almost to 2,000 subscribers, so if we can get there by the end of the month, that'd be amazing. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, Sunday was awesome. I got 7th in the mini max. I needed Ryan Newman to outscore Kenseth for the first, but nonetheless got 7th out of like 25,000 people. So that was awesome. My cash lineup hit. I went with Keselowski, Elliott, Jones, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, and Ty Dillon. That hit. So cash hit, top 10. Can't complain there. Hopefully keep it going into Wednesday. But yeah, make sure you guys check me out on Patreon. I put all my stuff on there. My racer stats. You got all the stats you see here. Projections, targets, optimizer, rankings, lineup percentages, example cash lineup, and yeah, so just got 30 Patreons over the weekend. So thank you guys for that. Really growing on there. Would like to get to 50 sometime next month maybe. So thank you guys for signing up. It means the world to me. So this slate is weird. It's very weird. We're gonna have all the chalk plays this week. We have people like Kyle Busch starting 26th. We have Jimmy Johnson and William Byron, Chris Buescher all in the back. It's going to be fun, though. Weeks like this are fun. I mean, there's going to be a lot of chalk. You got Stenhouse chalk starting 40th, so it's going to be a good time. Just going to be doing a driver-by-driver breakdown video here. Make sure you guys check out my core plays video that I'll be posting tomorrow. On that video, I had like Keselowski, Harvick, Eric Jones, Kurt Busch, and Ty Dillon as my 5 favorite plays. I think 3 of them were on the winning lineup, so and all 5 of them did amazing. So going to be doing another video with that, so make sure you guys check that out. But let's get started with the video here. Kyle Busch, he is starting 26th. I'll be honest, he hasn't been the best this year. Compared to last year, he just hasn't been, he hasn't been Kyle Busch, so that's a little worrisome here. Sunday I did fade him because he was starting in the back and getting scored from where he was originally starting, so easy fade there. We saw him approach the top 10, but ended up wrecking and then finishing 26th. So he just did not have a good day at all. So don't really like Kyle Busch too much because there is a lot of place differential options, but I do think he's a fine play. He's the most expensive. If he does not dominate those laps, I don't think he's going to be on the winning line because I think Kevin Harvick, Truex, Denny Hamlin, Elliott, and Bowman can all get a bunch of place differential points as well. So I am going to play some Kyle, though. I do think he can definitely get in the top 10. It's just, is he going to lead laps? I think you're going to need dominators here, even with all his place differential. If someone dominates like 75 to 100 laps, they're going to be on the winning lineup rather than like Kyle Busch finishing like 5th. So I'm going to be playing some Kyle Busch. I just don't like how he hasn't been looking good at all. So maybe this is the week he breaks out. It definitely could, starting 26. Maybe he does get a top 10. He does have 10 top 10s in his career in 16 races, so I would not be surprised if we saw him in the top 10. It's just, maybe he breaks out of it, and if he does, it's probably at low ownership, so that's maybe another reason to play Kyle Busch here. Other than that, I like the guy below him a little bit more, Kevin Harvick, just to the fact that he's been very, very good this year. He's been amazing. Just looking at his current form, in his last 6 races, average finish of 4.83, which is by far the best on the slate. 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, 359 laps led, by far the best on this slate again. Kevin Harvick, this is his year. He's been looking very, very good at this track. 3 races, average finish of 3 in the last 3 races, 159 laps led, which is the best. He's starting 20th, place differential play here. Definitely think he can get up front. He was very, very fast Sunday. I like what they're doing with their car. But yeah, Kevin Harvick starting 20th. Hopefully he dominates laps as well, but I like him starting 20th, and I'm going to play a lot of Kevin Harvick. Probably my favorite play in this top range. Truex starting 15th is a fine play as well. Place differential, would not be surprised if we saw him dominate. He's decent here, average finish of 10 in his last 3 races. Yeah, Truex is a fine play. I think all these guys up here from Bowman to Kyle Busch are playable. But Hamlin, I like Hamlin quite a bit. He's really good here, especially in his career. Looking at his career history here, average finish of 7.6 in 15 races. So yeah, Hamlin is really good at this track. Past 3 races haven't been the best, but we saw him up there in the last race, and yeah, he was looking decent Sunday. So I would not be surprised if we saw him up there in that top 10 again. Maybe dominate some laps. So don't mind Hamlin at 16th. Chase Elliott, I like this play quite a bit. Just don't like that price of 10,300. Played him, Sunday in cash. I really like that cash play. I thought he would get a top 10 pretty easily. But yeah, Chase Elliott starting 17th. I do think he can get another top 10 here. It's just, is he going to dominate laps? And at 10,300, if he doesn't, I don't know if he's going to be in the winning lineup. So Chase Elliott, yeah, I'm going to have some of them. I think he can get a top 10. I just think his upside is a little limited here, but I think he's a fine, safe play to get a top 10. Alex Bowman, 10,000. I wish he was a lot cheaper, but he looked amazing Sunday. I would not be surprised if he looked amazing again on Wednesday. Starting 19th, I do think he can get that top 10. It's just I don't know if he's going to dominate any laps. Maybe he does, but for 10,000, if he gets a top 10, maybe it's enough to get in the winning lineup. 9 place differential points. I just don't, you want dominators as well at this track. So, Bowman's a fine play. I just wish he was priced a lot lower. All right, now we're getting to some potential dominators. Keselowski starting 8th, led a lot of laps on Sunday. I don't mind him here, 9,700, nice discount. If he leads 50, 75, 100 laps, going to be on the winning lineup. And you're going to want dominators here. So looking at Keselowski as a potential dominator here, going to be low owned, obviously, because people are going to be looking at that place differential, but they're going to ignore the fact that you're going to need dominators. There are a lot of laps to be led. So I do like Keselowski at 8, especially at that price, 9,700. And probably low ownership, like I said. So don't mind Keselowski. Joey Logano starting 3rd, 9,400. First of all, I like the price a lot. He's not the best here, average finish of 11 in 3 races. Looking at his career history, average finish of 16. But the thing is, starting in front of him, you got Ty Dillon, Ryan Preece. I think he can pass them, if not on the first lap, the next couple laps. So I think Joey Logano has an opportunity to dominate maybe a quarter or half of this stage. So I do think there is some some dominator upside for Joey Logano here. And at 9,400, if he leads like 50, 75 laps, I think it could be enough to, get in the winning lineup if he gets that top 5. So don't mind Logano. Like I said, these guys are going to be lower owned because everybody's going to be looking at the place differential. And you're most definitely going to need at least one dominator to lead like 50, 75, 100 laps. That's going to be in the winning lineup. All right, Jimmy Johnson starting 38th, a core play of mine. Was looking very, very good Sunday. Would not be surprised if he looked good again. Starting 38th, I can see him getting, top 15, top 10 even. So starting 38th, you got to play him. It's just that price, 9,100. It's a little bit expensive, but it's definitely worth it. Give me a top 10, top 15. I'll be happy with Jimmy Johnson. Going to be very, very chalky, by the way. William Byron starting 35th. Another guy who's looking fantastic. I didn't play much Byron on Sunday, and I saw him up there, in the top 5. I was like, wow, I wish I played more of him. Ended up wrecking, finishing 35th. So, I think he's a good play. As long as he does not wreck out again, I think he can definitely have top 20, top 15 upside. So 8,900 is way too expensive, but you still got to play him starting at 35th. Kurt Busch, more of a GPP play here, starting 18th. Average finish of 5 in his last 3 races, which is crazy. I played a lot of Kurt Busch, played like 60, 70% Kurt Busch on Sunday. I'm going to be playing a lot of him again this week. I like Byron, and Johnson a little bit more. They have a lot more place differential. I don't think Kurt is going to dominate any laps. So this is more of like a pivot off of Byron and Johnson chalk. You'll get him at lower ownership because he is starting 18th, but I would not be surprised if we saw him in the top 10, even top 5. So Kurt Busch, definitely a GPP play of mine. Eric Jones, another GBP play of mine, 8,500. Got a little discount from Sunday. Starting 13th, very good here. Average finish of 5.67 his last 3 races. Definitely would not be surprised if we saw him in the top 5. He looked very, very good Sunday. But starting 13th, not much place differential, but I do think it could be enough to get in the optimal lineup if he does get like a top 5. 8,500 could do it, but he's a fine play. Just not going to have, too much of him. Ryan Blaney starting 5th, not too interested in this play. Average finish of 14.67 his last 3 races. Yeah, starting 5th, I don't know if he's going to be able to pass Logano, and Keselowski's coming for him, so I just don't know if he's going to lead those laps early. He could, but what does he have? 6 races here. I don't think he's led any laps, 0 laps led, so I don't know. Blaney's not too good here. Average finish of 19 in 6 career races, so Not really a Blaney fan this week. 8,300 is very intriguing. Maybe he'll draw some ownership with that small price tag with his name value. But other than that, not too interested in Blaney. Chris Buescher, 8,100. He's a fantastic play on Sunday. Ended up wrecking out. But he's a fantastic play again here. I think he can get that top 20 average finish of 19 in his past 3 races, including that wreck. And just looking at his career, average finish of 18 in his last 5 races. So, yeah, I like Buescher quite a bit. 8,500, 8,100. Wish he was a little bit cheaper. Wish he was in the 7,000s, but I'm going to be playing some of them. 32, definitely get a top 20, around the top 20 range, like 12 place differential points. I like that quite a bit. I do think there's also some top 20 upside as well with him, so don't mind Buescher at all. Ricky Stenhouse, he wrecked on the first lap last race. I had like 5% of him, didn't have much of him, but 7,900, starting 40th. I don't know. He's going to be very, 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 very popular, and you just can't trust this guy, but you got to play him here. You're kind of getting forced to play him here, starting 40th. So I'm going to have a decent amount of him. Just hopefully he does not wreck. We know his nickname, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Hopefully he does not live up to that nickname on Wednesday, because I'm going to have a decent amount of it on him. Usually if someone's starting 40th, I'll go like 80, 90% on him, but Stenhouse will probably keep it in like a safe 40, 50% just because we cannot trust this guy. Tyler Reddick starting 14th, a GPP play here. We saw how good he was Sunday. He was looking amazing Sunday. I had a lot of Tyler Reddick, had him in my cash lineup single. It was awesome. But starting 14th, not too much place differential there, but I do think he can end up in the top 10. He was very, very fast on Sunday, so don't mind Reddick at this price tag. I just don't think there's too much upside, but he's a fine play. Kenseth, not too interested in, starting 11th. With all this place differential on the slate, I don't know if he's going to, even if he gets a top 10, if he's going to be on the optimal lineup. Like I said, there's so much place differential going around, he's not going to get much here. Almirola, not too interested in, starting 9th. Probably going to have 0 Almirola. I just think he's only go backwards. Don't see him getting any place differential. And like I said, with all the place differential on here, you're definitely going to need some place differential guys, and he's just not one of them. Same with Clint Boyer. Maybe he can dominate early a little bit. Just don't really see it. Starting 4th, he's probably only go backwards. Average finish of 19.67 in his last 3 races. Not really a Boyer fan. Austin Dillon, starting 10th. If he was starting like 15th, maybe I'd take a look at it. 7,200. Just don't see him even finishing top 10. Maybe he sneaks into the top 10 towards the end of the race, but even that, I don't think it's going to be enough to get in that winning lineup with all the place differential on the slate. MBD, no, I'm sick of this guy qualifying so high. I love playing MBD, but I wish he would qualify in like the 20s, late teens. Then I'll be all over him. He's a fantastic driver, one of my favorite drivers, but just cannot play him starting 7th. I think he's going to go backwards. Now we get into some plays here. I'm interested in Christopher Bell starting 14th. Starting 24th. I like him quite a bit. He was looking really good on Sunday, really good, and then I forget what it was, he wrecked or he got a penalty. Christopher Bell, 6,800. I would not be surprised if we saw him in that top 15. He looked really fast on Sunday, so like Bell. I also like Cole Custer starting 22nd. He was looking good for a little bit on Sunday, but 6,600, give me a top 15 possibly. Don't mind Cole Custer. Like top 20 even would be fine. My preferred play out of the 2, out of Bell and Custer, would be Bell. You got an extra 2 place differential points, and I do think Bell has a better car overall. Ryan Newman starting 6th, not too interested in. Had a good amount of Newman on Sunday. Kind of worked out. I needed him to finish like a couple places better to get first place, but he did fine. Just starting 6th, you can't play him here starting 6th. John Nemechek starting 12th. There's another play that was fantastic on Sunday, and another play I'm going to have 0% of. Only going to go backwards. I know he got a top 10 on Sunday. Don't really see that happening again. Maybe it does, which would be crazy. But no, I just don't see it happening again. I think that was just a one-time thing. But fantastic play on Sunday. I'm just not going to play much of him here. Daniel Suarez, not really interested in, but I do think there is maybe some place different upside. I don't see him finishing better than 25th, really, so not too interested in that. Ty Dillon, another play that was awesome on Sunday, and you just can't play him starting 2nd, so no Ty Dillon for me. And as you can tell, going through the slate, there are a lot of easy fades and there are a lot of easy plays. So I think there's going to be extreme chalk, extremely chalky lineups. So you got to differentiate yourself in the lineups. Play that chalk and play someone low owned. But other than that, just don't play the guys like Ty Dillon, Ryan Preece, Ryan Newman, the easy fades. Let other guys take ownership from those guys. I just don't see them, doing anything good. Michael McDowell starting 23rd. Maybe he finishes in the top 20. Just, not the best play in the world. Average finish at 27 his last 3 races. I mean, it's a play. Just, not going to have too much of them. I'd rather, play Bubba Wallace. I think Bubba Wallace has a little bit more upside. Would not be surprised if we saw him in the top 20. Just another play I'm not too interested in. And other than that, there's not really much down here. If I had to pick one play to play down here, it'd be Corey LaJoie, starting 31st. I think there is some top 25 upside. There is not much down here at all. After Corey LaJoie, Ryan Preece starting first, easiest fade I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'm just not interested in playing any of these guys down here. So for the punt range, it's going to be pretty difficult because you're going to want all those top guys. Corey LaJoie, Bubba Wallace, McDowell, Suarez, okay play. Other than that, probably a lot of Bell and Custer for me. And then up top, a lot of great plays up here. I mean, you can make a case for Kyle Busch, Harvick, Truex, Hamlin, Elliott, Bowman, Kez, and Logano. You can make a case for all these guys. My favorite play on the slate is probably Kevin Harvick. I'll go more over it and more over my favorite plays tomorrow when I post my core plays video. But that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out my Patreon. The sheet's updated. Going to be putting out my projections very soon. Just got the salaries out, so I'm going to put those projections in. I'm going to do my rankings, and then, targets are going to be soon as well. So make sure you guys check that out. $5 a month. I try to make it the best price out there, give you guys the best value out there. It's like $125 per race. Just don't see a better price out there than that. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. Comment below. Let me guys know your favorite drivers, your favorite plays. And yeah, we're looking forward to Wednesday. It's been a crazy, crazy week and a half. First week back at sports. Been 4 slates. I have not lost money in all 4 slates. I've made a profit in all 4 slates. So hopefully make it 5 in a row. Keep the hot streak going, and let's get it. Good luck to you guys on Wednesday.